never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. It is the final Tuesday in the month of June, and today here on the channel I want to talk some AEW. We'll do that coming up in a couple of minutes, but first, NASCAR was back in action this past weekend after taking the complete full weekend off from Father's Day last weekend. So we had no truck race, no Xfinity Series race, and no Cup race. But this past weekend, they were in Nashville. Saturday, we had the Xfinity Series Tennessee Lottery 250. And AJ Allmendinger came home with the win, or as Jimmy Spencer used to call him back in the day, AJ, pull my finger. Riley Herbst, second. Sam Mayer, third. Austin Hill, fourth. And Josh Berry rounded out the top five. John Nemechek, sixth. Zane Smith, seventh. Daniel Hemrick, eighth. Cole Custer, ninth. And Parker Retzloff rounded out the top 10. And then Sunday afternoon, we had the Ally 400. Ross Chastain got his first win of the season. It is the new and supposed improved Ross Chastain, because after the last race 2 weeks ago, his team owners pretty much had a meeting with him and told him, hey dude, look, you're wrecking everybody on the racetrack. You're not making any friends. You're not ever going to win a championship like this, because if you make it down to the end, somebody will put you in the wall to get revenge for what you've done to them. So we need you to go out there and actually race clean. So supposedly, this was the beginning of a new and improved Ross Chastain. Martin Truex Jr., second. Denny Hamlin, third. Chase Elliott, fourth. And Kyle Larson, fifth. William Byron, sixth. Christopher Bell, seventh. Eric Jones, eighth. Kyle Busch, ninth. And AJ Allmendinger came home with a top 10, finishing in 10th place. Now this weekend, Saturday afternoon at 5 o'clock on the USA Network, we have The Loop 121 for the Xfinity Series. And Sunday afternoon at 5:30 on NBC, we have the Grant Park 220 for the Cup Series. And it's going to be the debut of the Chicago Street Course. They are going to shut down a main street in Chicago and run a street race Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon in NASCAR. So debut of the Chicago Street Course this weekend, Saturday and Sunday in the NASCAR series. Now, as far as Forbidden Door goes, from this past Sunday night, AEW did a very good job with this. Now, there was 14 matches altogether, counting the 5 on the pre-show, or as they call it, 0 hour. But I'm not going to talk about the 5 matches on the 0 hour. I'm going to talk about the 9 on the main card. They actually opened the show with the AEW World Heavyweight title on the line. MJF defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi. And then we had a match for the Owen Hart Cup, an opening round match in the tournament, and CM Punk defeated Satoshi Kojima. The International Championship was on the line in a fatal 4-way, and Orange Cassidy defeated Zack Sabre Jr., Katsuyori Shibata, and Daniel Garcia to retain the International Championship. The IWGP World title was on the line. Sonata beat Jungle Boy. We had a 10-man tag team match that featured the Elite. Their team defeated the Blackpool Combat Club team. Then we had the AEW Women's World Championship on the line. Toni Storm beat Willow Nightingale. The IWGP United States title on the line, and Will Ospreay beat Kenny Omega. Trios tag team match. Sting, Darby Allin, and Tetsuya Naito beat the Jericho Appreciation Society. And in the main event of the night, Bryan Danielson beat the second best wrestler alive today, Kazuchika Okada. Now, the Bryan Danielson and Kazuchika Okada match was good, but the match of the night was Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, but not because Kenny Omega was in it. It's because Will Ospreay was in it. If you have not seen Will Ospreay wrestle, or if you've only seen highlights of Will Ospreay wrestle, I strongly encourage you to go watch not only his match from Sunday night with Kenny Omega, but just go in general and watch some Will Ospreay matches. Will Ospreay could wrestle the Invisible Man, and it would be a good match. He could wrestle the living room furniture, and it would be a good match. Will Ospreay is just a phenomenal wrestler. Now, his match Sunday night with Kenny Omega was almost 40 minutes long. So I know at this day and time, with people having such short attention spans, somebody's going to complain about the longevity of the match. But the match was so good that you actually get into it. And unless you go back and read the results, you don't even realize the match was 40 minutes long, because it was such a banger, the time gets away from you. Any thoughts on any of this, please feel free to let me know. Homes for Our Troops is a publicly funded 501c nonprofit organization that builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans. Since the 2004 inception, nearly 90 cents of every dollar spent has gone directly to our program services for veterans. Visit at hfotusa.org. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. I went to see my therapist, and he asked me, "What brings you in today?" "I have a terrible fear of tsunamis." "How bad is it?" "It comes in waves." And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.